Hi everybody, today I wanted to do a bit of learning about boom cards. Boom cards are digital, paperless, self-correcting task cards that you can easily pick different decks for different groups of children so you can differentiate your centers. The first thing you want to do in order to set up your boom cards is go to the browser website for boom cards. You don't want to open it up in the app just yet. Make sure you go to your browser. You can do this on a computer or on your iPad and go to wow.boomlearning.com. And if you don't already have an account, make sure you sign in and create an account. And I'm a teacher, and I want to sign in with my Google DDSB account, but you can choose to sign in any way you choose. Now that you have your account ready to go, you can go to the store and find decks that you want to use with your children. Once you're here, you can see that it says featured at the top. It's highlighted, authors, and I'm going to click on the decks. And it's going to give you a list of decks, but they're not really sorted all that well. You can go to the left-hand side and refine your search. So I'm going to pick kindergarten ones, and then I want to go to the price low to high so that I can find some free decks that I can use in my classroom. Let's see, my class is working on 10 frames. So once you click on the deck that you want, there's a preview that you can work through it, or you can add it to your library if it's a free deck. Once it's been added to your library, you can go and see it there. There's many ways that you can use boom cards. There's a way to make a class so you can keep track of which students have done which decks and how many correct answers they've gotten. But for the purposes of my kindergarten classrooms in the past, I've only done it where I've used something called the FastPlay option, which is when you just give your children a code that they can use, and it just uploads the deck to them so that you don't have to worry about them signing into their own accounts. To get the code for the FastPlay, you click on the action below the deck that you want to use and click on Fast Pin. Generate a new pin, and then it's going to give you a series of letters and numbers that the students will have to type in to get access to the deck of cards. Now that you have the code, you can present it to your students in your classroom, and they can use the code to access the deck of boom cards that you chose for them. And this is how I've done it in the past. Now that you have the code, you can have the students actually use the app on the iPad. If you don't have iPads and you want to use Chromebooks or laptops or iPods, this app works on a variety of different tech devices. So you can just pick the device you want to use, and then we will open the Boom Learning app, and they can just click on the Fast Play option that is in the right-hand corner. I tell my students all the time to just follow the lightning bolt, and then they can just type in the pin that you have kept from the online website that you had. And they just type it in. You have to make sure that they're typing it in correctly with the uppercase and lowercase letters, because sometimes that can be a little bit of a difficulty, but once they get used to doing it, our students are able to sign in no problem. And then play, and now it just uploads the deck of boom cards that your students can now use to work on 10 frames. And the best part about this is it will tell the students if they get the answer wrong, so that they will have to try again. And then they have to keep going until they get the correct number of pumpkins. If you want to differentiate your centers for different groups of students, you can populate a bunch of different fast codes for all of the different decks that you want them to use, and you can have multiple ones available for them to use. And so once they've played through one, they can try a different one, or if one's too easy, they can maybe try something that's a little bit harder for them. So I hope you like this bit of learning about boom cards.